Dylan, if you're just watching this video and you have no idea what's going on, then you are out of the loop and you need to go watch some other videos. But in general, and everybody else also besides Dylan, I am making ramen right now, pardon my back to you, because I'm hungry. And over the last 3 responses that I've made, I've been trying to make ramen, and now it's boiling, and I'm putting some crap in. So the episode you just posted is called "There Is a God?" ? I think there's also another thing, exclamation point also. With this question, I'm gonna say, in my personal opinion, no. You know, I was always raised to believe there was a God, but I never actually did. See, my parents, I didn't grow up in church. I mean, my parents are religious. My mom is pretty religious. My dad, more like, hey, I believe in God and all, but I don't want to go to church. Kind of, yeah, that's kind of attitude he's got. So I never believed in God, and I just haven't. My dog is walking around making loud noises. Now, you said with all of the cool things that you studied in your, I think you said physics class or something like that, with all the cool things like electrons, neutrons, and all the complicated stuff, that there's like no way that it could just happen, right? And I see your point. You know, I've tried to believe in God. I've gone to many churches. I go to church kind of, okay, not a lot, but I have gone to church a lot. And look at this snowy outside, by the way, just gonna throw that out there. And you know what? I just have come to a decision, I just don't believe in God. And you know what? I feel like that's okay. You know, if God wants me to really believe in Him, then okay, but I can't. And if He's gonna hold that against me, then oh well. But what you were saying is that everything in the world is probably too complicated for Him to come up with something, right? Well, I gotta refute that a bit, because if you've watched the Nova special on the Nova channel, no, the PBS channel, it kind of talks about how like the world was created and all that shenanigans, and I'm kind of hanging with Nova on that one. I mean, there's lots of ways, but I don't know. I don't feel like God exists. I feel like in a way we have made the perfect person and created him into a god, and for like our personal, like, not for our personal gain, but for like hope. Because you know, sometimes people are like, hey, I have no hope in the world, and I understand that, so let's create someone else, and then it's just kind of like boiled over. Another thing I want to say is that I don't understand people in general who believe in God, for the reason of, so let's say in the beginning there was one guy who believed in God, right? He had this specific belief of God, had all these things laid out. And now there's billions of people in the world, and every person has a different belief in God. I mean, Christianity, there's Buddhism, there's like so many different religions. So how do you know yours is the right one? That's what bugs me also. I don't understand that. Well, this has been an episode of responding to your video. Thanks for hanging in there with me, everyone from my channel, my second channel. But I felt like Dillon makes some good videos and I should respond to them. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.